my name is Brandyn Burget, and I was nominated for a Stanley Award for Dennis in the play/musical All Shook Up. Dennis, he was a wholesome character, very down to earth, very selfless, and I think that's what I liked most about him. Challenging wise, there wasn't too much that was difficult playing Dennis because him and I actually share kind of a lot of the same characteristics, same personality, and so realistically, I just had to be myself, but just a little bit more amplified, and I think that's what made it so much fun. What I really loved about the role was the vocal range. It really pushed my voice, and it brought an aspect to my voice that I didn't really know that I had, and it allowed me to kind of unlock that and kind of further myself vocally as well as an actor, and I'd say that would probably be my favorite thing about it. What I loved about the show was the whole meaning behind it, the whole acceptance of others. There's black, white, segregation, things like that, and then we all just came together, and that right there was a huge impact on me, especially I've only been in this area for 2.5 years, but there are things that still exist around here that this really hit on, as well as, maybe homosexuality, things like that, and I really just enjoyed the whole meaning behind the whole show, as well as the whole cast and the music and the band. Everything was just fantastic, and it was just a blast to be a part of. Did I have any idea that I was going to be nominated? Absolutely not. I didn't ever think about the Stanley Awards. I had heard talk about it, and it sounded like a great idea, but a lot of those great ideas sometimes just kind of get pushed off to the side. They don't really get the attention that they should get, and I was absolutely enamored by the fact that our community put it together and did it. And as far as me being nominated, I couldn't explain the feeling. Even to this day, I didn't believe it. I had to keep looking, and it was something that really humbled me and made me realize that people here love the arts, and people here are so welcome to it and absolutely love it and thrive off of it. And that's one thing that really hit home, and that's actually one thing that's kept me here in Alabama from going back home to Nebraska. When no matter how things looked or how hard they got, it was the one thing that kept me here. It was this tight-knit theater family. How did it feel to win? I can't really explain it because I wasn't here. Obviously, I had to have Mallory accept my award. I was off at a summer camp, teaching theater, doing what I love and what I'm most passionate about. However, there was a lot of crying involved when I did find out that somehow, some magical way, miraculously, I won this award and was chosen amongst wonderful people, absolutely talented artists and actors, and that right there just, it meant the world to me because, I'm just this big city kid coming into the small town, and this place just welcomed me with such open arms and really showed me that I belong here and showed me that this is a family. It's a community as a family, and that's one huge thing that you really can't find anywhere else. The first play that I was in, I think it was Footloose the Musical in high school. That was a huge milestone as far as me stepping into the arts. I had done choir and show choir and things like that, but coming in as an actor, that was my first real experience on the stage, getting to act and sing and use lines and things like that, and it immediately just clicked, and it immediately just gave me this overwhelming sense of belonging, and the fact that I can have a character and make it my own person, and just show the audience, whomever is watching, that my character has a part in the show, and a small part is actually incredibly crucial, and I can have an impact on the audience with just the most simple things. And that right there is what really keeps me doing theater. It's the audience. It's them reacting to the things we do, to from crying, laughing, making ridiculous sounds, whatever it may be. They feed off of that, and they show us that they appreciate it. They show us that they are involved, and just getting those people to really dive in and lose all sense of everything else in the world just to watch us and me portray and tell a story through some lines and some singing, maybe some dancing, whatever it may be, is just extremely gratifying, and I could not put it any other way, and I couldn't picture myself doing anything else as a hobby at this point. Professionally, I don't think I would want to do this for money, but that audience aspect definitely keeps me doing theater, and that's really what I love. And I think that's what makes it so important for this community, is that sense of getting together, to doing something as well as watching something, and everybody just coming together and enjoying what somebody wrote. Somebody took the time to write something that meant something to them and put feeling, effort, music, emotion, all these different aspects, pain, anger, love, happiness, and put words and music and tell the story, make people forget about life for an hour and a half, maybe two, whatever it may be, whether it's one act, two or three. That's what I love about theater, and that's why it's so important to the community, because it gives them a sense of another, I guess, not reality, but a fantasy kind of feeling, and they can step out of all the awful things that happen in the world, and they can just dive into a show and just really get into the characters and fall in love or whatever it may be, just to walk out and really feel that they felt something. And I think that's the most important thing. And my name is Brandyn Burget. I'm excited for this year's Stanley Awards, praying and crossing fingers that I'm actually there this time to experience the whole thing, because that was sad that I missed it, but you don't want to miss it. I guarantee you that. Thank you so much.